I'm going to teach you how to make a 3 by anything piston door, redstone piston door in Minecraft. As you see, I have one right here. You can do it any length you want. As you see, it closes and opens. So I will teach you, I'm going to show you how to do like a module, because you can make it any length you want. It's just a repeating module. So I'll build up here. Actually, I'll show you 2 of them. Well, I'll first show you how to build one, and then I'll show you how to make a second one, so you can understand. So you have to make, really, you just make a flying machine. So let's start with that. So it's, hold on. So it's like, and then you do sticky piston, and then flying machines are super easy to make in general. So then you do, no. And like that. And then what you do is you have, what I do is I do 5 up this way. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I do 3 blocks I want here. 1, 2, 3. And I do that so I have space here. So I can, then I have to build, I'll show you build the floor. So you'd have, let's say this is the edge, like this. You want to be able to build like that smooth. So you need to have space so this observer doesn't observe that, observe this space here instead. So, and then you have to build, what I do is I do 1, 2, 3. So the slime block hits it and stops, not the observer. So if I would activate this, hold on, showing like this is what it looks like flat, and then you activate it, and it goes up to here and it's closed. And now see there's a space here. But if it were on that block, you'd have to destroy the block to activate it, send it down. Now I can just go like this. But obviously that won't work. So, no, I have to send it back up, huh? So, yeah, so you do that. And then, when you're down, okay, we're going to send you back down. Then what you do is you have to figure out what you're going to do to activate this. And they all have to activate at the same time. So what I do for at the bottom is just redstone. And I power it and unpower it, which sends out one signal. Well, actually, on this one I do pistons on the top and the bottom, but you can just do on and off switch. So like, we're gonna build a very small one. So obviously, no, it's gone all the way up. Hold on. That happens sometimes when you're placing it down. Send it back down. So it's here. So all you have to do is power it. So if I get a lever, I power it, that update sends it up. And it works turning it on and off, which really turns the lever into a button. Oh no, that was not what I meant to do. Hold on. So, as you can see, that's how it works. So then with the top, what you have to do is you have to do a piston. You don't have to, but I do a piston. So what you do is to get them all at the same time, I do an observer, and for being compact, and then I do a regular piston. And I would do redstone to piston, but if you place them next to each other, it won't work. Like, it doesn't stack. So, but the redstone won't like turn to go to this. But since what you do is it just observes if there is redstone changing. So you just make a line of redstone and activate it, which activates this piston. So once again, I'll like build out this way. Okay, how far is it doing? Oh, rain. So I'll do that. I'll do that the whole way. And that's the most efficient. But obviously, over a distance, eventually it gets messed up because the redstone signal can only travel so far. So then we'll place. So we've got all that. So then, so that's one module. So now you have to build the rest of the modules next to each other. So what you have to do is why am I even build? We don't need. I'll do way more. Then you have to do slime and honey repeating because they don't attach to each other. So we're gonna build. So the next one over will be the same exact design, but with slime blocks instead of honey blocks. That's a sticky piston. And then sticky piston. So then and then you put 3 wool there. So it's just this design stacked as many times as you want. And now if you see, if I hit this lever, they go up here. Oh no, I didn't place a block. Whoops. That was on me. Frick. They're gonna get stuck. Yay me. Okay, yeah, I messed that up. Forgot to put a... Yeah, don't forget to put your block there. Actually, it doesn't... No, it does have to be obsidian or else it'll stick. But, so... Gotta rebuild that. That's on me. Oops. So yeah, really, that's what you do. You just repeat this module over and over. I can also show you how to wire it up like I have using observers if you don't know how to do that. It's just an efficient way of getting it down. It's kind of... I tried to use a, redstone torches, but I think it only works going upwards. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm not, like, an expert in redstone. I designed this myself. It's totally my own design, so... obviously, I'm sure there's other people who built this exact same thing, and I'm sure this is also not the most efficient way to do it, but, this is with my limited knowledge of Minecraft, and being bored. So, then you put sticky piston, and then I do observer with sticky piston. Oh my god. So now, set. Okay, we're gonna fix that up. And it is a hipster door too, which is very nice. So no redstone goes above the ground. So if you see, if we flip this lever, you go all the way up here. And if you, per se, put a lever on here and flipped it, you can go all the way back down. So I'll repeat this process a couple more times just for you guys, so you can see what it would look like when it's done. Obviously, there's the finished product over there, but I'll just show you sort of step by step on how I built it. And then server, and then sticky piston. So yeah, I spent a lot of time experimenting with how the best way to activate it was, and I figured regular pistons, not sticky pistons, work great. And I use observers to travel the redstone. I mean, if there's a huge delay, like if you watch on this one, like if I hit this button to close, there's quite a delay. But it's not the same in this one because the distance the observers are traveling, like look, this has to travel like 3 observers, and this one has to travel a heck of a lot of observers, which causes a lot of delay. So you could wire it with just redstone for less delay, but this is more compact in my opinion, and but it's all up to you, really. So so we got that, and then let's say we need there and there, and then don't need there. Should be wool there. So the way it ends up looking, it ends up looking like this, really. So you'll have, actually we can do it like that. That's how you want to place the obsidian. The rest of it can be whatever block you want. I'm just using white wool to show you guys. Like as you see. Oh, come on. Stop raining. So yeah. Like, as you see. Oh, I'm just... And nighttime, okay. Gosh. Could not find the setting to set permanently day, which is very annoying. So this is a smaller one. So as you see, we'll flip this switch. And now it's closed. And then you flip it again. Oh wait, wrong one. Flip this one, and because those pistons all activate that observer. But if first I did an observer line here, but which could work for as far as you wanted to. But then the sticky the stuff gets stuck in itself, so it ends up not working because of the delay, which is really annoying. But yeah, so I guess it's not 3 times anything, and it could be if you could figure out how to make sure the whole thing shuts at once. But I think you get like at max like 14 if you set it up right. So then I'll explain how to how I rig up the redstone, because as you can see, it's way down there, and you want to get it up here to close the door. So it's right now we're just gonna do one-sided, honestly. So let's say I'm like, okay, so I gotta, oh, it's gonna close it, but that's all right. Gonna go there, which is gonna be, no, you're gonna wanna go that way, which I know is about to activate the redstone like crazy. So basically, no, okay. So what I do is I do like an observer line. So each one updates the one below it, which causes us, which means we're able to go down in a straight line, but there is delay. Obviously, you could just do like redstone down, but it requires, it's more spacious. So let's open this bad boy. Actually, no, it's not. So then, if you want to get the one you want here, you want it on this layer. So you get rid of that one and you do this way. So it's observing that way. So that one, it still works. So then I gotta. And then usually I do like this one, the one that observes, and then you put a and then you put a lever on here, and the lever really doesn't power anything, but whenever you switch it, it activates all the observers. So if we close this, so if we open it, now if you flip that, there's a little bit of a delay, but then it closes, because that one updates, which updates that, which updates that, and then it updates all the way down to here, which sends out a little signal here that activates this. It's pretty neat, if I do say so myself. And then this side is, you could do the same, I do that sometimes, or you could just do regular, like, redstone, actually. You could do regular redstone if you wanted to, that's not what I meant to do. Oops, okay. Damn it. Okay. No. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. So usually you want to not have it on the side. Like if you're working on up here, you want it down there. That was on me. Yeah. Okay. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're still gonna use observers though, because observers allow us to go straight down. So. Cool, and then we'll put, wait, we'll do 2. Okay, yes, I get it. Oh my god. But yeah, it gets a little bit annoying. So yeah, then you put that on there. Now I have to fix this mess that I have made. Okay, you two have to be rebuilt. What a mess. Yeah, okay, note to self, be careful where the door is when you're working with that stuff, so maybe and then sticky piston, and then no, you want to go observer, sticky piston. So you can like, I'll show you afterwards once I've done showing how this end result is. I actually have one built that's sort of flush, I guess. It's flush on the top, but not on the bottom, because it needs to be at least 1 block out for the bottom, but then it's smooth. So it's nearly flush. Oh my god, why does it keep raining? And then so this should be, once this is done, this should be the finished product. And then we gotta do, and then that's observer piston, and then slime blocks all the way up to there. Okay, so now it should be done. 1, 2, 3. So now go over here. So usually I like to label them, but that one will close it. Yeah, we did that on the weird side, but So yeah, that's how you do it, and it's stackable, so you can do it as long as you want in any direction. This one's longer, and then I have a really long one over there, so you can see that cleared area. That whole thing shuts, and it shuts nearly smooth. Obviously, I cleared out a section that looks kind of funky, but okay, so this one closes it. I've labeled mine because I'll forget. See, and it's almost nearly smooth. And then this one opens it. And as you can see, I can shut it a bit. And it's pretty long. I don't know how much longer you can make it, but yeah. So that is it. That is how to make a 3x anything piston door. Hipster piston door.